Welcome back to Seahawks Coast to Coast. It is Tuesday. Don't forget, it's Tuesday. I don't know if we'll get that many 49ers fans as we did last time because it was Wednesday last time. But this is Seahawks Coast to Coast. I'm Joe Stevens. To my left is Zach Talks Hawks. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. We got a good one coming down the pipe. I'm excited to talk about it with you. And we finally waited so long. Now it's game day week. So yeah.
Kind of nuts. Who'd have thought we'd be here? We haven't been here. Well, I guess we did. Not in the scenario that we got here. If we're being honest, if we back it up to the beginning of the season, I think both of us thought it was like an 11-12 win team. Surpassed that, and but I guess we're kind of going on the bye week recap, and just what got us there is we didn't lose the games that we were supposed to win. Like, we didn't have that trip up Giants game that we did the year before. We didn't have a single one of them. I mean, other than Tampa Bay, but Tampa Bay was hot at the time we lost to them. So,
yeah, it's crazy. They were so different than what they wound up being. But yeah, people forget, like, they were on a roll. Like, Baker was MVP conversation. So
was Sam at that point. It was
wild. Like, what a time. The NFL season changed so much, and now Seattle's, we're going to talk about it here a little bit. Real healthy. Have a week to prepare. To Shanahan's chagrin, Niners on a short week, and
already bitching.
I know. It was even before the schedule came out. He was complaining about it. So.
Yeah, at least. So I posted. Let me see. I've been tweeting like crazy lately. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm so stoked about the Seahawks. Maybe it's because I like just, I don't know, making my tweeting into the void, basically. Let's see what I said, because there was one 49ers fan that said something. Oh, David Lombardi, so like a legit reporter, said the 49ers will have to play the Seahawks, meaning they'll have to travel on a short week against a rested team. Absolute hardest path possible. And I said, so exactly what the Bills are doing. Like, what? The number one seeds play on Saturday. Sorry, you're not getting screwed. Would you rather have the Texans play on Saturday that just played on Monday? It's ridiculous. They're I don't know. It's a little ridiculous. I wanted to say, if you guys are betting at all, maybe go against us on every pick that I made last week was wrong, except for one.
That was a rough week for you. But, we're not keeping track anymore in sleepers, so I guess it doesn't matter anymore.
It was bad. I went one for, how many games were there? 6 games? I went 1 for 6.
It was rough.
Yeah. What'd you go?
Better than you.
Not by much. We both picked the Panthers. We both picked the Eagles, and I think we both picked the Packers.
Yeah.
So I think we were 0 for 3 on NFC teams. I know you picked the Patriots over the Chargers, which was right. And
I didn't pick the Steelers. Or I did pick the Steelers.
Did you pick the Jaguars, though, over the Bills?
Yeah. I don't know. I can't remember. We'd have to go back and look, but
no, it's fine. Sorry.
Anyway, I know my old man pick didn't pan out, so whatever. We're out of old quarterbacks to root for now.
Yeah, I think they're done. I think they're out of your way. I think the oldest one might be I don't know. I have no idea.
Wouldn't that be something to
Stafford.
Stafford.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, let's get into the injury news, kind of, because there's really nothing bad to talk about. So
we kept Niners here. Maybe they'll start trickling in, Joe. We'll see. All
right. Oh, by the way, are you going to the game, Jason? Because if so, I would love to meet up with you. Sorry.
There you go.
He's from right down the street. So
Hey, cool. So make sure you bring Kleenexes for him. But anyway, we have the injury report this week. For Seattle, I have the newest injury report today. Normally we do the show on Wednesdays. And
yeah, but we're playing Saturday, so it works out this week.
yeah, I guess it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So we have Josh Jones did not participate. Terry Knight did not participate. Limited participation for a couple of these guys, though, is worth taking a look for today.
Yeah.
DeMarcus Lawrence.
That's the one that kind of concerned me.
Listed as an Achilles. Yikes. So he didn't participate. Leonard Williams rested. That's an old man.
Yeah.
That's an old man limited participation. And then Woolen's nursing an oblique, so limited participation.
Those two really didn't sit well with me once I read it, because I read it before we came on today, the injury report, and I was going, oh, the Achilles, that one scares me. And then the oblique is another one. Those are like the two injuries that just seem like the Achilles could tear. It's kind of, you just play with it, but until it tears. But the oblique is one that we've seen as Seahawks fans with a couple of guys that you're like, oh man, they'll be right back, and then they're not. So
yeah,
let's just hope that's all good.
They're coming, Joe. They're coming in the chat. They're trickling in.
Yeah, just guys I know so far.
Good.
The real assholes come on your channel.
Sorry about that. Well, my post to the group here on Facebook it's pending, so maybe they're not. It's pending approval. So yeah, well, normally it goes up right away. So I'm just waiting now, but yeah, we'll see. Maybe they saw it, because I know that one guy who's super active on here was in our chat. Maybe he's an admin. He's just like holding it back. I don't know.
Let's keep going with the injuries. Sorry.
So injury report: Jair Brown hamstring, did not participate. This is the Niner injury report. Obviously, Luke Gifford did not participate with the quad injury, and then a bunch of limited participation for a whole bunch of position groups. Year Gross Matos, Penn State legend, limited participation. Ricky Pearsall, wide receiver. Dominic Pooney, the guard.
Yeah, he's pretty good too.
Big news for them. Fred Warner he
won't be back this week.
He won't be back, but he is in limited participation. Keon White, he is listed as a groin and hamstring injury, limited. Trent Williams, hamstring, limited participation. And D. Winters with an ankle, limited participation.
I mean, if Trent Williams plays, if they actually call holding penalties against Trent Williams, I'd be happy he played, because there was a couple plays where he should have been called for holding, including their game-winning touchdown. I don't know. I think did I text you during that?
Yes.
Yeah. So I think I have it. I have it up right here. So football film analysis said, it's blurry, but Trent Williams holding the absolute piss out of Nolan Smith to allow the go-ahead touchdown, basically. Yeah, I saw that immediately, and I was like, there's no way if he's not number 71, they don't call that. So I guess, being a 9-time All-Pro player kind of helps, but we're going to need him to enforce holding, especially because Boye is probably going to be on him most of the game. Yeah,
it's going to be interesting. And I saw the ref crews out for this week, and the crew that we have, at least the lead official, does not have a great track record in officiating Seahawks games.
And 49ers games, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess he's like very favorable. It's fine. Throw that out the window, though. We're not going to start bitching about that. I mean, if it becomes a problem during the game, I will bitch about it. But the amount of money that's on the line, especially these playoff games for these guys to get called up to referee the next game, they're not gonna screw anything major up. Knock on wood. So, um, yeah. Injuries. I saw that JSN is resting too. The Tyrese Knight one was kind of news to me. Or was it Ernest Jones? Or was it Tyrese Knight? Sorry, that's totally my bad.
Tyrese Knight.
Okay, so that's good because I definitely was thinking Ernest Jones. But yeah, it'll be nice. You didn't say who fully participated this week in practice.
Well, Elijah Arroyo is
Yep.
back for the Seahawks, and Kobe Bryant as well, and Charles Cross. So, all good things. All good things. Excited to see Elijah Arroyo back in this lineup.
I don't know if he's going to see much if we have the same game plan as last time, because I texted you right before we came on here. I watched the replay the Week 18 Seahawks 49ers game, and I started a couple times that just Eric Saubert and AJ Barner blocking was a key to a few big plays. So I wouldn't mind not seeing Elijah Arroyo as much, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think with a knee injury, you really don't want him out in the line of fire. And the reason why Elijah Arroyo is on this team is to be that insane big pass catcher. So I think at the end of the day, maybe our game plan has evolved to the point where he's not as essential as maybe what we thought he would be 5-6 weeks ago. So yeah, good, all good news.
Yeah. I guess kind of going into the preview, unless there's anything else injury wise you want to talk about. Obviously, Kobe coming back is kind of exciting. We haven't seen him for a couple weeks, but Ty Okada is really, I kind of even wrote that down in the notes. He's really stepped up. So if Kobe or Julian Love were to go down again, I feel like we'd be pretty comfortable in the situation where we'd be in.
Yeah, I think so. It's his story, Okada's story this year has been just awesome to follow. Like, talk about a guy that just takes advantage of every snap that's given to him. Like, he flies all over the field, excellent coverage, quick to the ball, and it's just been really nice to look at that position group. And I mean, in the beginning of the year, we were like could use some depth out there, and he's really emerged as, like, especially since Kobe's been dealing with injuries, and Julian Love as well, where like we don't miss a beat when he's out there on the field. So it's really, really good to see that kind of depth on this squad.
Well, and he's improved too. Do you remember week 1 and we were going, what is Ty Okada doing out on the field during a regular season game? And like now, knocking on wood, I'm not saying he's like an all-star player or anything, but I'm more than confident going into the game with Ty Okada playing safety.
I agree.
So yeah, some other, I guess let's just kind of go with what worked last time and what we feel like didn't work for the 49ers. For one, they're not going to have Kittle. Not saying that he was as big of a factor last game as he has been in the past, but so he's out with a torn Achilles. So really, we're going to kind of do what we did last time, or try to do, and that's stop Christian McCaffrey. That's just key in on that guy. He's the focal point of their offense. And I know the receiver, Demarcus Robinson, had a big game against the Eagles. That was like the second 100-yard game of his career. I wouldn't count on him doing that again. So,
yeah. Kenny,
oh, sorry.
Why is y'all's player going after a guy that's injured? Oh, you're talking about the spat, the Instagram spat.
Well, I don't even have that on my news. Share.
I'll have to pull it up here. I don't want to get it wrong.
Yeah. Kenny, it would be foolish, and I don't think the Seahawks are thinking it's going to be an easy game. But yeah, Philly card special or Philly spongy. Anyways, appreciate that. We're rooting for him. Why are the 49ers content creators on YouTube saying that Fred Warner will be in the NFC Championship game? How do you know that they'll win? You can't predict the future. I think they're I don't I mean the Seahawks are 7.5 point favorites. I don't think anyone's assuming the 49ers are winning Hawks Nation 24/7. Thanks for stopping in, by the way, if this is your first time. But I just think they're saying if the 49ers win and pull out the upset, he might be available for the NFC Championship game.
So I thought it was him, but I didn't want to get it wrong. So Uchenna posted underneath Warner's like we're back or something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that. It was a hype picture, he's coming back.
Yeah, did you see that video of him like parkouring up a fucking side of the wall?
No.
I thought it was AI. That was one of the sorry, keep on with your story.
So anyway, Uchenna was like he just simply posted underneath the road ends here, brother. And that's it. And
oh my god, dude. Is he doing kind of what like Diamador Lenore did? It kind of seems like that. It's kind of like he's saying, listen, we both play defense, but I'd love him one-on-one. Jason said that was from the preseason. You should see this guy, Zach. Fred Warner. I cannot stand Fred Warner. I think he's a dirty player. I think we've talked about this on there. I don't care who gets pissed. Anyways, this guy like scales the side of a freaking wall. He's like climbing up a beam like 3 stories. And I was like, is that AI? And then it's legit him like doing parkour. And I was like, for one, okay, it's nerdy. but listen, how much do you think he weighs? Like 240 pounds? This isn't
that's a lot of dude.
Yeah, I feel like parkour. You see some like skinny guys doing parkour. This guy's a freaking linebacker, an all-pro linebacker in the NFL, just scaling the side of a building like a cat. It was pretty impressive. Okay, sorry. So the beef with Chenna and
that's pretty much it.
Sick, dude. Sick. Okay, let's get back to the game a little bit. Let's get back to what the Seahawks did well, what the 49ers are going to try to do different. Let's see. Just some big notes I had from the game is just the tackling of Devin Witherspoon and Tariq Woolen in the game was very impressive. And all defensive backs, really. You know what I think the most dangerous player is a player that has 1 to 3 games left on his contract before he's about to get paid by some other team. And that's what Tariq Woolen is right now. And yeah, he's proven it. Somebody's going to pay him a lot of money.
Yeah, I agree. I think that the tackling is one thing. The being at the right spot at the right time is like the art that comes before that. And from what I can remember from the previous matchup was, step number 1, shut down the run game with Christian McCaffrey. And then you know what Shanahan is going to wind up doing. He's going to get him involved in the passing game, in the short swing passing game. And the thing that made Seattle's defense so effective is like the moment that happened early on in the game, they were there. Like,
and it was all of them.
Like, not only is the run game stopped, but we're going to take your best player and go, nope, find another way. Like, you're going to have to beat us another way. And if they do step 1 and step 2, like they did last time in terms of stopping the run and then stopping what will be his go-to thing, the extension of the run, man, like
And,
then you open it up for that front four to go wild, and those matchups really do favor Seattle.
well, I starred just in the first quarter. Defense not giving Christian McCaffrey extra yards. And then I also started gang tackling on short passes. Because, I mean, that's what they were doing. Literally. They were smothering the ball carrier. And it didn't matter if it was a run or a short pass. And I think we pulled up, I should have saved him, but Brock Purdy's numbers past 15 yards, and I don't think that's a fluke. I think he's not a good deep ball passer, and I think trying to, limit everything short and make him beat you over the top is kind of the way to do it.
Yeah, and the way that snowballs, right, is, okay, now he's forced into throwing it up over the top. Mm-hmm. Well, Seattle plays this defense where all year the story has been they are very effective at pressuring the passer, and with just four, and those long pass plays are gonna take those extra seconds to wind up developing, and that plays right into their hands. But there's so many steps that you have to take in order to force an offense into that situation. And again, it goes back to step number one: you limit the run game, and then make Shanahan go to his bag and eliminate McCaffrey. Eventually, you're going to get to that place like they were before, where he's got to chuck it deep. There are worse long ball throwers in the league than Brock Purdy, but at the same time, there's not too many defensive fronts right now that are as effective as the Seattle Seahawks. So playing right into their hand.
And that's another thing is Purdy's kind of quick, and that's one thing the Seahawks do is they squeeze the pocket, right? They absolutely squeeze the pocket and limit his ability to run because these guys go ahead.
Well, I just think of that last play in when he's got to have it. It's a longer developing play because it's fourth down and long. And we're not talking home run ball 25-yard down the field, 35-yard down the field. We're talking 4th and 13, and it's still going to take them a breath to get out there and to hitch back. And what happens? The pocket just shrinks, and he has nowhere to go. And this defensive front has been so good at doing exactly what you said all year long. And
it's not one guy.
Yeah.
Byron Murphy has 7 sacks. DeMarcus Lawrence has 7 sacks, and they lead the team in sacks. And that's what the Super Bowl Seahawks did. That's what people forget. They had Cliff Averill, Bruce Irvin, Michael Bennett, Chris Clemens, and Red Bryant all on the team. Nobody had double-digit sacks that season. Everybody had a few. And that's one thing that's awesome is this D-line has depth, and I think we talked about that a lot during the preseason, and it's come to fruition all year.
Yeah, and the longer the postseason is going to wear for this team, the opportunity in front of them, I think the deeper the rotation you're going to wind up finding. And I know we talked about it a few weeks ago, but the guy like Riley Mills, that kid that we forgot about, he's just chilling. And
he plays the run well,
really, really well. And we did talk about a few weeks ago, hey, this guy could he could be a big game changer on a strength that we already have. And 5th rounder coming out, making some noise here now in the postseason. That is huge for this team. So I'm excited to see more from him too.
Yeah. Who else? I'm going to bring up some other things here, if that's fine with you.
Yeah.
Kind of just going all over the board. God, Anthony Bradford is bad. There was a play, a first down play to Kenneth Walker, and like I said, you might not remember it because I didn't until I watched it. He pulled to the left side of the line. He just had to. You remember it, don't you?
I think I texted you when it happened.
I might have too because I was pissed. And it's like he just didn't touch the linebacker. The linebacker had a tackle for loss because you have Anthony Bradford out there going like this. He just had his arms out. Like he didn't start chopping his feet. I mean, elementary stuff. He didn't chop his feet. He didn't have his hands ready. He was just like, oh, shoot, there's a guy right there. I'm going to let him through if I don't clothesline him. And he didn't. And, yeah, he's terrible. And I feel bad because I want to like him.
Yeah, there gets to be a point, though, where I'm like, I don't have to like you just because you wear the jersey. Like,
I have to.
Like you do stink. And
unless you're Jamal Adams, I really like
Stone Forsythe.
Yeah, Stone was different. Stone was starting for the Raiders this year. I wrote down that we heavy fullback use. We talked about that last show. How Oots was in the game quite a lot, really giving their fullback a run for his money on who the what. What I say?
This is what I said. Oh, look, they actually needed Anthony Bradford to actually make a block.
Did I say anything back?
No, you're. Here, I got to pull it back up again. There it is. Touchdown or not on this drive, we're smoking them.
Did I say that?
Yeah, that's on brand for you.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Dude.
I think you know, the team did really well to not put a lot of pressure on Sam. I think you got to do that again. And like we've talked about it here on the show, Seattle's running game, they have come alive in the last 5 games or so.
Mm-hmm.
And you can run on these guys. So like go back to that well.
I mean, I'm not trying to overlook these guys, and I'm not trying to be overconfident, which I can be because I'm a fan. I have no outcome on how this game goes or not.
Yeah, we're not working for ESPN. What are we doing?
Yeah, I know that our guys aren't taking them lightly, right? But it's just so hard to. I didn't have time to watch the first game between us and the 49ers, but I kind of just went back and watched the highlights and just seen how more complete this team is. I mean, Eamon Warry got hurt on the first tackle he made in the NFL. He was out that whole game. You remember that?
And he was the most efficient player in NFL history. He should have retired and went to the Hall.
Oh, yeah, exactly. One TFL. He tackled McCaffrey for a loss and then got hurt. So, boy. Also, I think this will get the chat riled up a little bit. I like Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. And I've said this on the show before. I like them. I don't like guys that get too excited. They don't. And I thought they had some pretty good calls when I was rewatching it today. I saw Joe Buck said the 49ers just carried it over from last week, getting absolutely ran over this first drive. He had that one. And then Troy Aikman to say, Diamador Lenore called out Jackson Smith and Jigba saying he wants to shadow him, which I don't know. He hasn't done that all year against anybody. I don't know why you would choose the best receiver in the NFL. So, yeah. Let's see here. Look, it's easy to take this game for granted. We legit should not. Where are we all with injuries? Oh, we should not be where we are with all the injuries and whatnot. That said, any given Sunday. Yeah, that's kind of how it is, right? That's what the playoffs are. And that's what makes the NFL playoffs so great. It's not like baseball where, boy, you have a bad night. Yeah.
Yeah, I it's so strange because, like, going into the playoffs, I felt the same exact way about the Seahawks. but it didn't have anything to do with injuries. It was just like,
Mhm.
man, how did we do this? Like, how did we rattle off the best now an extra week helps, but the best regular season win total, like,
Yeah,
this is like, and the 1 seed, and this was not on the bingo card, like wasn't even
no.
a space to put a token on, and yet here we are. And like, I look at the matchup now, I'm like, man, I really think, based on how hard the Niners played this past week
Mhm.
and the fact that we did get a break, that's great. Because, man, all year, like, what's everybody's fear when you go into a bye? Well,
Rust.
rust, and you start out slow. Well, guess what? That's been this team all freaking year. Like, that's
Offensively.
yeah, that's the MO. Like, you're panicking that nothing's going to click offensively and things are going to be slow and clunky. That's this team. Like, we're like perpetually on a bye week every week. Like,
Yeah.
there's
with the
no extra
of
fear.
last game we played, and I think we've been bitching about it all year. The offensive game plan has sucked. The script to open up the drive, the offensive script to open up the game has been terrible, and we've all hated it. And we're going, nothing worked. I mean, against Carolina, one of the most piss poor run defenses in football, you go pass, punt on the first drive.
Yeah.
This game, they didn't overthink anything. And I was happy with that. They said, all right, we're going to put our best guys on your best guys, right? We're just going to basically try to run it down your throat. And they did it on both sides of the ball. We controlled the line of scrimmage, and that's how you win Big Ten football games, as you would like to say. Yeah.
Hey, yep. Big Ten, baby. Let's go. Kenny out here. I don't think Sharby or K9, well, KW3. You need to work on your abbreviations, brother.
K9. I was a little confused too, but that's okay.
Is a great RB, had both in fantasy, so I know. Look, man, at the end of the day, fantasy does not dictate the effectiveness of players. Now, granted, Seattle's run game hasn't been great for a little while.
Most of the season.
But, like, towards the end of the year and, like, the last 5 games, it started off as one got it down, and then the next game the other one got it down, and then both increased production, and that's really been kind of the trend that they've been on. and we've been talking about how this change of philosophy for Seattle has just really worked out, where if Seattle gets in a place where they do get in a shootout and they do have to sling it all the way around the field, they can. But, like, this knock 'em out, grind it out kind of football, this is what McDonald wanted.
Yeah, it tells you what they produce, but it doesn't tell you how many carries they get, how many opportunities they get, how shitty our offensive line was at run blocking the first half of the season. Well, I wouldn't even say the first half of the season. I'd say the middle part of the season. Right?
Yeah.
And yeah, it doesn't tell you when that production takes place. Guess what? It's you had both of them in fantasy football. None of them did shit all season until your fantasy football league probably ended, because it's been the last five weeks. It's been either or too. And actually last game it was both of them. So yeah, I don't know.
Like, it's widely known, like, they're both NFL starters. Like, Seattle has 2 NFL starting quality running backs on their team.
And K9's a little bit better. Well, depending on the situation.
It depends on what you want. It depends on what you want. Like, and I know I've complained about this to you in the past, and have complained about it here on the show. But, like, if you want kind of like the style of Saquon Barkley, where you dodge and you pitter patter in the backfield, and then you try to break it out to the outside every damn play, that's Kenneth Walker. But if you want like the bruiser that goes straight and 3 yards in a cloud of dust, that can be a 7-yard gain depending on how hard you hit the linebacker, that's Zach Charbonnet. And
yeah,
if they were both morphed together, they'd be the greatest running back of all time because they're so different from each other.
Yeah. They can't produce enough alone, only together. That's also a lie. We watched this entire year, and we've been bitching that Kenneth Walker hasn't gotten more carries. It's been a 50-50 split all year.
Yep, all year.
That's a problem. And Kenneth Walker had 1,000 yards. I couldn't believe it. I was rewatching the game, and they said Kenneth Walker just hit 1,000 yards on the season. I don't remember that. I was like, where did all the yards come from? Because I don't remember him getting enough carries to have 1,000 yards.
Yeah, and the reality is like he's such a home run hitter. Yeah. Like,
and Charbonnet had 750 yards this year.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, and we've been complaining about they had up until what game was it? The Rams game on Thursday night. That they didn't have a 100-yard rusher since week 3. You know. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. That was.
Yeah. I have single-handedly revitalized Seattle's running game. It's all right.
Yeah. So it's just, it's insane the production that they've had. That numbers wise, the production that they've got out of these guys. And sorry, I feel like I'm arguing against you, Kenny. But the more I talk, the more I realize that like these guys are numbers wise better than what we really think of them as.
Like if it's a traditional football team, one of them is getting in this scheme.
It's like, Kenneth Walker.
It's nothing. It is nothing to see on the end of a scorecard. One gets 15 carries, the other gets 16 carries. And on a traditional team, K9's getting, all of them.
25 and 5.
Yeah. And like you double his production every week.
But he gets hurt.
That's a starting running back. And right there, you said it. I wanted to bring this up. When it comes to their running game, what has been different this year is that I think
Let's knock on wood here.
I think the coaching staff finally admits this guy's made of glass and we have to limit his carries because he is a weapon. He is phenomenal at his position. It's just for years it's just been availability with him. He sneezes the wrong way and he tears his groin. Like this guy has been chronically hurt.
CJ Pro size.
Well, yeah, there's always somebody worse out there. But at the end of the day, like this team made from day one, like the declaration of we are truly going to split your carries. And they, gosh darn it, like they have stuck to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And no, that's also false. We have not been up all the time a lot. I mean, we've had to claw our way back into games recently. I mean, Kenneth Walker's biggest run of the year was that 50-yarder against the Rams. We were down 2 touchdowns. So anyways, I do want to get a little bit back to this, if it's okay with you, because I did waste a bunch of time. Sorry.
It's our show. We can do whatever we want. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
They're here. Like, yeah.
Fuck me. I'm just kidding. I want to give the people what they want a little bit. But, Darnold. Now everybody's saying that he's gonna do Sam Darnold things, and see goes. That was the perfect game plan for him. Is the fact that they didn't give him a chance to. They gave him high completion percentage throws. He made one throw that if JSN wasn't the receiver that JSN is, and JSN was DK Metcalf, that's an interception. He had Jalen Sundell step on his foot or trip on Jalen Sundell's foot. Could have been disastrous. Charbonnet picked him up. Charbonnet picked it up. And then later that drive, Kenneth Walker had a 19-yard run on 3rd and 17. I did forget a little bit about that. John Lynch didn't seem too happy about that in the box. And I guess, let's see. Darnold scrambled a little bit this game. I don't know if you remember that on 3rd down. And then let's just end it with this. Do you think the 49ers know who Nick Eamon-Warry is now?
I hope they do, because if they didn't game plan for him, holy moly.
That play works 10 times out of 10 against the Seahawks. That tight end screen, if Eamon-Warry is not there, 9.5 times out of 10, right? We'll say Ty Okada gets lucky one time and sniffs that out. But yeah, boy, just blowing up Kittle like that. And it's a shame we don't get to see him do it again this weekend, because I would love that. But God, they almost got to give him number 31. And I didn't want to compare him to it. Nobody did. I'm still not wanting to compare him to him, because he's a different player, right? He's not as much of a thumper, but boy, he's instinctual. So look at this. We don't even know who our linebackers are. It is true. I didn't realize that Eric Kendrick still played in the NFL until I watched the Rams game.
Yeah.
The guy that was at my house is going, didn't we have his brother, that guy that got in trouble with insider trading? And I was like, yeah, I don't think that's Eric Kendricks. And I looked it up and I was like, oh shit, how old is he?
Yeah. Kenny out here knocking on some Seattle rushing stats. Not one receiving touchdown, 17 TDs all year total by both of them, 1 rushing TD a game. So while you were talking, Joe, I felt obliged don't apologize. It gives me time to bring up some stats, because let the numbers do some talking to the fantasy guy. Seattle is the 12th best team in the NFL in NFL team rushing touchdown percentage, and they are the 3rd best team when it comes to average rushing attempts per game. So when it comes to using their running backs, they're higher than middle of the pack. When it comes to using their running backs, they're third best in the NFL. And when it comes to running in touchdowns, they're a little bit better than mid pack. And I don't think that's so bad. I don't think that's the end of the world. And for an NFL where everybody's slinging it across the park, like,
also,
sure,
I thought
let's
it
be
was
that
insane
team
that we ran on 40% or 47% of plays, and that was most in the NFL. I saw that on a graphic on that
Yep.
game, and I'm like, no way, because we've been bitching all year that we haven't ran the ball enough. So us as Seattle fans, I guess we just want it to go back to 1960. I do want to say, but he did just come back from injury recently. No, he didn't. He's been playing basically all year. Eamon-Warry's been in basically all year. He was hurt a little bit at the beginning of the year. We joked about, he gets hurt for like once a game, but comes back. So
yeah, he gets nicked up and we all go, ah, and then he comes back 3 plays later. We're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Got anything else for the preview? What are you looking forward to?
Defensively, you gotta step 1, step 2. I know we talked about that before. That's really the key to unlock everything else. And then really, like, when it comes to offensive game plan, I don't think it's like too wild to think about, like, okay, the last team we played was these guys, and if we come out doing the exact same thing,
we're gonna look silly.
They're probably ready for it. So, I don't, as much as like the Big Ten heart beating me wants to be like, screw it, like, do it. And I don't know if that's going to be,
part of me, I don't know if it's the fact that the 49ers weren't prepared for us running the ball like that. Cause even in the second half, you'd think they'd be like, Robert Saleh, right? you'd think he'd be like, okay, we see what they're doing, let's stop them. And then the second half was just a repeat of the first half.
Yeah, I think it would not surprise me if Kubiak came out with like a totally different thing.
And it's going to piss us off.
Yeah, but you know, you gotta like tip the cap to the coach and be like, it's pretty logical to think if you wind up doing the same thing again, they're probably going to be ready for it.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. We just got to control line of scrimmage again. Dogfight this weekend. Yeah, that's what we're hoping for. Okay. Let's see. Anything else you want to get to before we move on to NFL headlines?
This is like my favorite segment now because you have like the cool graphics and you talk about random stuff.
Yeah, I love it. I don't even remember in which order we're doing. I just want to bring that up for the 49ers fan. There's Trent Williams not getting called holding. It's fine, though. We get to play the 49ers instead of the Rams. Let's see. I want to know what your thoughts are on the national championship game. I don't know if you saw, but for some reason, Indiana beat Oregon, and now all of a sudden, Indiana's cheating. It's weird. Weird how that comes up.
What a world we live in where college football world looks at Indiana University and is like, they're too good. That has never been a problem, ever. And look, man, I love it. Like, I when Penn State winds up playing,
Oregon still doesn't know it played a game.
Yeah, when Penn State winds up playing Indiana, like I hate Indiana, but I gotta admit, like when this playoff started, like, yeah, I was rooting for him, and it is so cool to hear the story of like in today's college football world, all the big names are going other places and the misfits got to go somewhere. So they all go to Indiana.
And I was telling everybody too, I hate Oregon, right? Which I learned, I realized, I'm like, why do I hate this Diamador Lenore guy so much? Is it because he talks shit and doesn't back it up? And I'm like, oh, that's right. He went to Oregon. Of course he does that. I do want to bring up one thing to chat really quick. Kenny said, yes, there is holding on every play. But usually when it's this obvious and it's going to be a sack, if your left tackle doesn't hook a guy like that, it is called. So sorry. Where were we? Yeah. I'm Indiana all the way, dude. Indiana, whatever. I was big Ohio State last year. Whatever team knocks out Oregon, I'm like, you guys go ahead. You deserve it. Honestly. Thank you. So
I was shocked though that they won the way they did. Like
I wasn't. I tried to tell people. Now I know we've been bitching about people doing this all year about the Seahawks and putting it all on Sam Darnold, right? But Dante Moore's not that good. Sorry. And when you take away the run game, which is what the Huskies did to him, the Huskies took away the run game, and I cannot freaking believe the Huskies did that. They said Dante Moore beat us, and he beat us, but I don't think the Huskies had a great secondary, right? And the Huskies also didn't have a good offense. They had a shitty offense. So, I don't know. It didn't the first play of the game being a pick six did surprise me a little bit, but yeah, it was belt to ass all game. So,
yeah, man, I'm rooting for him, and I think Signetti is like a caricature and a half. Like that guy is so funny, and
I'm
like,
pissed. I'm pissed he got hired in November of 23. We weren't looking for a head coach in November of 23. We were getting ready for the college football playoff, right? We're like, okay, we got Oregon coming up in the Pac-12 championship. Our coach isn't going to leave us. Why would our coach leave us? It's not like the head coach of Bama is retiring, right? No. Okay. Instead, we got the fish. Everything's a joke. And then Indiana, but good for them. At least it's a school that literally has never done anything before.
Yep. I'm rooting for him. And I will say, because like at the end of the day, like neither of these teams are my teams, and I don't really have like a vested interest. I think college football is better when Miami's good. So I like this is great. And the thing on top of that is all the Notre Dame fans that are griping and complaining that they didn't make the playoffs. Well, the team that you lost out on getting into the playoff is now in the championship game. So shut up.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think Miami would do it.
I didn't think so either.
And also, I know this game doesn't mean much, right? Because no SEC. If the SEC's in it, it just means more. Yeah. So I was like confused. I'm like, oh, it must not mean much. The last 3 years must not mean much. So Paul Feinbaum's supposed to move out of the country, by the way. He said I don't know. God, Kenny, stop making me argue with you. Lenore fucking grabbed, sorry for my language again. Lenore freaking grabbed JSN's arm, tugged him, and put the ball at the 1 yard line. That was terrible play calling and a bad play by Sam Darnold for that next play not to be a touchdown.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Go Hoosiers. I thought this was interesting. I don't know much about the Eagles, obviously. But what I do know is the only thing I wanted to bring up is this will be their 5th offensive coordinator in 5 seasons, which can't be healthy.
No, they went from riding in the streets because they lost to riding in the streets of joy because they got rid of Kevin Patullo.
I don't know. Did you by chance see that interview of that like 12-year-old kid talking about their offense? Did you see that?
Yeah.
You saw it?
Yeah.
He's like a McDonald's. He's like, I don't care. We're going to send the offensive coordinator to McDonald's. He's already good at frying burgers. He's cooking on one half, and then the other half is all raw and gross. I was like, that kid's good, dude. He has a knack for talent.
Yeah, we have a great sense of humor over here. So it's yeah, whatever. This head coaching cycle is so weird. And that's not even the weirdest thing. That's not even the weirdest news to happen in the state of Pennsylvania because Mike Tomlin decides I have tied Chuck Noll for the most wins in Steeler head coach history, and now I'm just leaving. So, yeah. Good. And listen, like I got friends that are big Steelers fans. Like my best friend's a huge Steeler fan, and he is just wrapped up in misery every year because they are guaranteed to finish one game above 500 and lose in the first round of the playoffs. And he is tired of seeing it. And I'm so happy for him today because they finally are doing something new. But you know, this is the thing about the Pittsburgh Steelers. Are you ready?
What?
When they hired Mike Tomlin,
mm-hmm.
He was a first-year defensive coordinator. He's a nobody.
And you're thinking of Mike McDonald, aren't you?
No.
Okay, good.
And the Steelers, even back to Cowher, they look within to fill coaching vacancies. They rarely promote from outside in.
Well, they have 3.
I'm even talking from like coordinator point of view.
Oh, okay.
Like if you are, a positional coach, you're pretty likely to move up the ladder. Like Steelers really don't go out and get people. And so I got to thinking today, I was like, I'm so sorry, David, but this probably means Arthur Smith is going to be the new head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. So it's just the Rooney family, man. Like, I'm telling you, like, nobody is looking at Arthur Smith as a head coaching candidate, but this organization and how they have always done things has been held by the same family forever and a day. It would not shock me at all if Arthur Smith is a new head coach.
But wasn't Steelers. Mike Tomlin, didn't he come from Minnesota? Wasn't he? So when the
defensive coordinator position open. Or how did that happen? Man, that was forever and a day ago, man.
Yeah, it was after Super Bowl 40. So
yeah,
I mean,
so there was a lot because like Cowers, like how all that happened with Cower was nobody expected Cower to leave, and his wife died, and then he got like tremendous burnout, and he stepped away, and like they weren't ready for, because they were rolling, like they had.
Well, they won the Super Bowl, and then I guess so. I just looked. He left the year after they won the Super Bowl.
That was his burnout year, because I think it was in that off season or like really early on in the season. Like I'm pretty sure his wife died, and it was like I think she had cancer, but it was like fairly unexpected, and then I mean they weren't in a position to even think about filling a role at all, and so they hire this guy who is unproven, and he becomes Mike Tomlin. But at the end of the day, the Steelers promote from within. I mean, they have like a 107-year-old special teams coach.
Mm-hmm.
He's been there since the dawn of time, and they just run their organization in such like a weird backwards way. I really don't see. I would be shocked if it's an outside hire.
Speaking of, I want to bring back a comment from earlier that I saw that I didn't get to. Sorry. Where was it? So if John Harbaugh gets a head coaching job, which he will. And he said, which is likely. Sorry. I was reading. I can't read that fast. Do you think John Harbaugh will call Jay Harbaugh and make him a special teams coordinator? I don't care. I think you guys who watch the channel know how I feel about Jay Harbaugh as it is. I'm not a fan of Jay Harbaugh whatsoever. You guys know that. So I don't really care.
Our special teams is really good.
Yeah, except Jason Myers missed 2 freaking field goals last game. Something that I forgot until I watched the replay of the game. I was like, oh man, Jason Myers automatic. Okay. One more before we get to our picks, or 2 more. Do you want college first, or do you want Seahawks first?
College.
Okay, it's a short one. This guy, Dylan Raiola.
I saw this. I hope that you were going to talk about this.
Oh my god! So I don't know. Last week we came on. We didn't talk about the biggest college news in the country, which is the DeMond Williams saga that still pisses me off. And I'm kind of done with DeMond. I don't care. Anyways, done. Yeah, I'm keeping my season tickets because I'm not. People are like, "Oh, we shouldn't renew our season tickets. You shouldn't renew yours." And it's like, what's it gonna do? Nothing, So screw it. Anyways, people were talking about, hey, let's get Dylan Raiola. My friend called me, the biggest Huskies fan I know, called me. What do you think about Raiola? What do you think if we try to get him? I go, he kind of sucks. I mean, he looks really good because he looks like Patrick Mahomes, literally. Yeah, I just think it's funny. He's going to the Ducks. Maybe he'll be good, but I just love the fact that once he saw him in a Duck uniform, he's like, "Oh, screw it, I'll go there."
Yeah, it just, this guy's a beam, and I've watched him like up close, obviously, and he's not good.
No, he looks really good before the game. Like you're like, oh shit.
He's got the rituals and everything. It's
That's
wild.
What I mean. I wish there was more. I wish there was enough room for more photos of like him warming up before the game. Like literally the same exact thing. It's insane. Have you seen his girlfriend? You've seen like pictures of him and his girlfriend that looks just like Brittany Mahomes. It's nuts. I kind of like him. Kind of like him now. Just know, if Patrick Mahomes goes missing one day, I think obviously suspect number one has to be this guy, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, I can't. Another thing is, I wish Texas Tech sucked right now. I wish they weren't a good football team right now, because if they had a quarterback opening, he'd be like, "Get me to Texas Tech ASAP." So
that would be great.
Yeah. What is this? Sorry, we got some people in here. We didn't get stomped. We're the big dogs of the NFC West. Oh, yeah, you did. Did you guys watch the game? Sorry, I thought he was talking about the Seahawks. I was like, yeah, watch the game. I've seen people that are like, the Seahawks only won by 10 points last game. And I'm like, did you watch the game? Or did you you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, he wants a Niners Bears freeze rematch. I don't. I want to see the Seahawks and the Bears. That's who I want to see. Personally, because obviously I think it's a better matchup for the Seahawks. But if the Bears somehow were to pull it off, I'd be rooting for the Bears. I like the Bears. I think their fan base is kind of they've suffered a lot. So yeah, you ready for the last bit of news? It's not really news, but I just want your opinion on something. How do you feel about the dark side defense? I think that's the name. I don't think it's the MOB. I think it's the dark side defense, and I love it. You hate it? God. You hate it.
Yeah.
Why? Because it's too sick for you?
It's a freaking Star Wars reference. It's already a thing. Like, that's dumb.
So was Doomsday. So was the D-Day. The D-Day defense, the Doomsday defense.
Well, they had the LOB, and I think the MOB was great. It worked as the acronym, and it also meant something else if you just said it. I think that was a sick nickname, and now they're leaving it and they're doing this now. So
you know what? To be honest, I think this is where the show ends. I think this is
fine.
I think this is the hill.
I'll go back to not doing anything. Fine.
I'll go back to IRAX on Tuesdays too. Oh my God. Stomped when only scored one touchdown. Idiots. Like I said, did you watch the game? You guys, I'll ask one level-headed person here. One level-headed 49ers fan.
How many touchdowns did the 49ers score?
I think one less than us.
Yeah,
I'll ask Jason, because I know Jason will agree, because I know he's not like
a troll.
Yeah.
Say it. Say the quiet part out loud.
Yeah, you're not a troll like anybody else. That is a pretty good one. I'm calling the 49ers D the skeleton crew.
I mean,
you have to admit, Jason will tell you that that the 49ers got ran over. Like it was an ass whipping. Yeah, just because the score was 13-3 doesn't mean that.
Yeah, time of possession. Yeah, that comment there by John. Time of possession in that game was key. The Seahawks had the ball 2 times as much as 49ers did. He's absolutely right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's wild. That game means absolutely nothing. Well, that's wild because the last opponent they played, the last opponent that Seattle played was the 49ers.
Not only that game means absolutely nothing. That game means the Seahawks are NFC West champions. And that game means the Seahawks have home field advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, look. That game should have been 30-3. So,
yeah.
Thank you, Jason. Honestly, Jason's such a cool dude. If you ever want to do content with 49ers fan like before the game, hit up Jason. We got shit to lose. Let's see if you can do it again. What happens if you lose? What's the excuse? Myco Loco. First time here, I'm assuming, because I would have remembered that name. What happens if you lose? What's the excuse? I think you guys are already making excuses that there's a short week.
Yeah.
I
I mean, my perspective of this game is the same exact one that was a few weeks ago. And Joe's a little bit more bullish on the Seahawks always than I am. But, like, it would not surprise me either way. Either team wins a close game. But what shocked me the last game was that even though it was a 10-point spread, by the time they were all done, it did not play that way. And that shocked me.
Mm-hmm.
I go into this game going, well, I still would like to think it'd be a crazy great game.
I'm nervous. I told you before the
yeah. And it wouldn't surprise me either way, but I don't think Seattle's going to get blown out. Like,
no,
I just don't think that's in the cards.
If there's one team to get blown out, it's the 49ers.
Yeah, but I really don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, and one aspect of the thing, it doesn't mean anything since all things go out the windows in the playoffs. And that's what we were talking about. I kind of forgot to say it. We were talking about literally right before we went on. The first game, it was so easy because you knew no matter who won, the other team, there was a tomorrow. With this game, whoever loses, there's no tomorrow. So that's what makes this game different than the last one. But do you want to get to picks if you got it pulled up?
Yes, sir.
All righty then. We'll save the Seahawks and 49ers for last.
Yeah. Bills on the road, Saturday game, early game, going to Mile High and playing the well-rested Broncos.
Yeah, give me the Bills. Like I said, I like the Bills in the Super Bowl against the Seahawks. So.
I think the Bills get it done. Man, just the Broncos have just been like, they are a number one seed, but they are such a weird number one seed. Like, they are what gets me so bad, because back in the day I was a huge Tim Tebow fan. Like,
sorry.
I know, breaking stereotypes over here, but
yeah,
like,
sorry.
I was a huge Tim Tebow fan, but Bo Nix is doing the exact same thing. Like, he sucks for 3 quarters and then pulls miracles in the 4th quarter. Like,
that kind of sounds like another short religious quarterback we had playing for our team for like 10 years.
I don't understand, Broncos. You have a track record of getting rid of people that play like that. So anyway, yeah, I'm picking Bills.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. I thought you just. I thought you were flip flopping because of the fourth quarter.
No, I don't trust the Broncos to keep doing that. Texans and their crazy good defense, but CJ Stroud has butterfingers for fingers, playing the New England Patriots.
This is so weird.
It is weird
because I picked against both teams last week. So, Patriots
at home.
At home. And I think Mike Vrabel brought a younger Belichick culture to the Patriots.
Yeah.
And also, we talked about, sorry not to go ramble on, but
yeah, sure.
We talked about guys. We talked about teams firing their coaches and like how it's not the key to all things. How do you think the Titans feel right now? I mean, they fired the coach that replaced him, and he's in the divisional round of the playoffs.
Yeah. I'm gonna pick the Texans. Their defense wins championships, and look, Patriots, they're a team that needs the run game to work for their passing game to work, and when it rolls pretty well. But man, that Texans defense is just so good. So, and they're opportunistic. Like,
yeah, I think they're the second best defense in the NFL.
They swarm the football and they get after fumbles. Like, they are insane. So give me the Texans. late game Sunday. Rams on the road playing your Bears.
Yeah, give me the Bears, dude.
If all things go according to plan, you're finally going to have to pick against the Bears.
I know it's gonna suck, isn't it?
It's going to break your little heart.
I think it's gonna. I think it won't kill me because I picked against them before when we were playing the Hawks. But boy, how cool is it for Bears fans? Also, how cool is it for Patriots fans? You know, there are 7-year-olds out there that have never seen the Patriots be good.
Oh goodness.
Give me the Bears.
I don't know what the weather's going to be like. I think the weather might play a big factor in this game.
If I were to assume windy. Let me check it. You keep talking for a minute.
If it's a snow game, I mean, Bears, I think would have a puncher's chance. I just think
with snow.
Yeah, I think the Bears have a puncher's chance if it's snow.
With temperatures potentially in the low teens or single digits.
Dang, old man Stafford gonna need some leg warmers out. I have it in my brain, man, that
we're gonna have to go through the NFC West to win to get to the Super Bowl. Yeah, me too.
And I can't get it out of my mind that they're gonna have to do 2 part 3s in a row, and I'm going to pick the Rams because I just think that's just where we are right now. So I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, I'm a hater. I hate every team in our division.
He does. He really does. He's been doing it all year.
It's worked out great for the Cardinals. I mean, the Cardinals picks I get right a lot.
He's been racking them up.
Yeah, let's do it.
Late game Saturday, 49ers going on the road to play your NFC number 1 seed Seahawks.
Give me the Seahawks. Final score, you want?
Sure.
We've talked about why this whole time. I don't think we really need a reason. Give me a 23-10. Seahawks.
23-10. I don't know if it might be score. I might even just pull out like a scoregami score. We'll see.
2-3.
And yeah, I'm picking Seattle at home. Now, for those of you that are new watching, you might look at this and you might go, "Hey, these are 2 bandwagoner fans picking their teams because they love their teams."
Yeah,
but shut up, no. But I will tell you, like, I'm the realist here on the panel, and
I don't think you picked against us all year.
Oh yes, I have. How dare you?
No way.
No way. I got the sleeper picks to prove it, buddy. We documented those. I think Seattle winds up winning this 19-13.
Oh, I hate that. That's weird. Two touchdowns, 1 field goal, and a safety. Is that what you're thinking? Or are you thinking one touch? Let's see. 19-13.
What?
You should try it. Yes, many games.
I love it. Yes, many NFL games. Okay.
Yeah, dumbass.
I stand corrected. All right. Well, there you go.
What if it said idiot? Stop talking.
I mean, it might as well. It just, I feel persecuted. Like AI coming at me aggressive. Okay, well, 19-13. There you go.
Yeah.
Because many NFL games have finished 19-13.
Yeah, many. It most recently happened in 2023. Yeah, I love it. We'll be back here next week, win or lose, right? So
yeah. Hot takes?
Oh fuck, hot takes.
Oh, hot takes.
Hot takes. Oh,
You
I can't
use your Bills one.
Yeah, I know it sucks because I was gonna say I think all the home teams win, but I think the Bills are gonna win. Ew. You know what? I'll do a hot take kind of out of nowhere because I don't actually believe it, but screw it, I'll say it. I think Sam has 3 touchdown passes this game.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
To the Seahawks.
To the Seahawks.
Knock on wood.
Okay.
Isn't including pick sixes.
My hot take for this game, I think I have 2. I think Christian McCaffrey's held under 50 yards rushing, and I think Julian Love gets a pick 6.
Hell yeah, I like it. One touchdown that the Seahawks are going to score, according to you.
Yeah. Yep.
I think I said 23-10, so I think we're going to score 2. Check that out.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What are you doing over there? Your math out here.
Yeah, I think we're going to score 2 touchdowns, 3 field goals. I love it. So, all right. Well, got anything else for us?
No. Thank you all for. My hot take. Ooh, look. It's not CMC got to worry about Saturday. It's Robinson.
That guy did get shot and came back, so he is very resilient.
Yeah.
31 Seahawks. So I don't know if you saw Skip Bayless going absolutely dumbass on Twitter during the Seahawks 49ers game. Did you see him? I think we talked about this last week. He goes, my favorite comment, he goes, if that pass wasn't intercepted because Christian McCaffrey dropped the ball, that game would have been totally different. And somebody commented, yeah, it would have been 13-6 instead of 13-3. So,
yeah, well, I think at the end of the day, it's going to be a good game, and I was really impressed with Wild Card Weekend, minus the last game, and I think we're going to have really competitive games again this weekend. So,
yeah. What was the first game again?
The first game of Wild Card Weekend?
Yeah, because that was the only one that sucked. I can't even remember who it was.
Oh no, the Steelers.
At the end, though, it sucked. It was competitive for most of the game.
Okay, well, I mean, to each their own. I think that game was.
It was boring.
Then by definition, it wasn't a good game.
It was close though.
So you're telling me that the Rams-Panthers game was bad?
No, I'm a dumbass, dude. I definitely thought there was one before that.
Yeah, the Chargers-Patriots game, again, wasn't entertaining, but you probably think it's a good game. So if you thought the Texans-Steelers were good for 3 quarters.
Kenny, what a dumbass. No, Brian Robinson didn't break into anybody's house. Someone broke into his house. He's like, what a dumbass. Now I don't like him. No.
Yeah, and not his fault.
It is nuts that the 49ers do have 2 notable players that got shot.
Yeah. If I had a nickel for every time that happened,
you'd have cents, dude. You'd have a dime.
I'd have 2 nickels, which is a lot, but
if I had a nickel for every time Ken Hamlin fractured his skull outside of Cowgirls after the Seahawks game. Do you remember that?
No.
Shut up.
Nope.
You know Ken Hamlin?
Yeah.
Yeah, during our Super Bowl year, 2005, he went to a bar after the game, got in a fight, and he fractured his skull. That's why he was out half the season.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, that's why Marquand Manuel played such a big role in the defense and Jordan Babineau.
Oh.
The more you know, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, you're quizzing me on when Mike Tomlin gets hired and
07. I was wrong. I thought 06. Hey, who's the longest tenure coach in the NFL right now? I Googled it before because I couldn't think of it. And it's not that long. By the way, Mike McDonald is like middle of the pack in tenured NFL coaches now because he's been with the Seahawks 2 seasons.
Would it be like Andy Reid?
Yep, it is Andy Reid.
Yeah.
And you know who's second?
Shanahan?
Yeah, Sean McDermott, Sean McVay, and Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah.
I was like, this is sad.
How crazy, and sorry guys, we're going off the rails here, but maybe you guys can chime in because we can talk about head coaches and stuff. But how crazy is it? The AFC North bloodbath happens, and Zach Taylor is the one that stands alone. Like,
I didn't even think about that.
How is he the only one left?
I just sorry, I read the comment. Would you rather be shot or stabbed? No threat implied. Yeah, no. For a second, I had to like read the comments up top because I was like, "Oh shit, is something going crazy up top?"
Like, dang, we gotta get mods in here. What are we doing?
My favorite is the fact that Stefanski got fired from the Browns, and he's like a hot name on everybody's head coaching board. You know what's actually crazy is all three of them that got fired are like hot names for head coaching candidates. It's like,
I hope they go and coach the others' teams.
I don't know if you saw the Ravens owner said something would be cool. I should have screenshotted that, but I didn't read the article.
I saw the clip like an hour before we went on. Actually, he was like, "What? Like they got rid of him?" And then he was like, "Yeah, I don't know. Like the whole chest bump thing and the kiss to the camera." He's like, "I've loved Mike Tomlin for like 18 years. Like I think highly of him, but I think that might disqualify him. We'll have to see." And I was like,
sick,
how
dude.
sick would that be if all the AFC North coaches just went whoop and
Stefanski, I wouldn't really care about. But if Harbaugh and Tomlin just swapped,
that'd be awesome.
That'd be the craziest episode of Wife Swap of all time.
The other thing, and chat, I don't know if you guys knew this about Mike Tomlin, is that since he did not get fired.
Oh, I saw that. Do you think? Yeah,
he stepped away, which means the Steelers still own his rights for 1 year, and it's similar to like the Sean Payton saga of even if he like steps away for a year and comes back, because a lot of people are thinking like he's gonna go to TV, he's gonna pick up Terry Bradshaw's slot, and he's going. Yep. And that's
I'd
kind
rather
of like
see him with Cower on CBS because I already hate CBS. I don't watch NFL on CBS. So go ahead. Sorry.
And so like that's the prevailing rumor of what he's going to do, and then he'll come back the next year. But if he were to come back, the Steelers would strike a trade for for whoever wants Tomlin for a team to go out and get him.
Yeah, trade a first-round pick.
You'd have to.
But do you think he actually stepped down?
Yes.
Okay, because Pete Carroll, there was a mutual parting of ways. Pete got fired, you know.
Well, it doesn't like that language. Like we can speculate as fans, and whatever. But the language that the owner and the coach used means Steelers still have his rights for 1 more year.
And they don't have to pay him. That's what I was wondering. If he stepped down, do they have to pay him out?
No, they own that last year. And until he fulfills it, he's a Steeler.
Also, I want to give a big shout out to John Hobbs, just defending us in the chat. Appreciate it. Please come back. We'd love it.
Yeah,
last week it was us and against the world.
Yeah, he's been doing the Lord's work down there in the trenches.
Yeah, he's the freaking offensive line. Never gets credit, but You're making the show go.
Yeah, no Anthony Bradford over there in the chat. I mean,
No, literally, we only have Gray Zabel. Friggin'
yeah.
Okay, yeah. There's that. There's a bunch of head coaching vacancies.
9.
So he could go.
There are 9 of them.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of hoping Lanning takes one of them.
Really?
I'm hoping so.
Why?
Why? Because that Oregon team is going to be in shambles if Dan Lanning leaves. But then again,
Dan Lanning to the Arizona Cardinals, and you'll never pick the Cardinals ever again.
As if I would on the first place. Yeah, no, I was like, I mean, honestly, though, he kind of has it made. They just buy their roster every year. Freaking Nike buys them a roster, and then he screws it up in the playoffs, which is, I mean.
You know what I learned this week about big money in the NCAA in reference to Penn State? Like, I had no idea.
Oh, wow.
So the owner of the Buffalo Bills and the owner of the Buffalo Sabres, I think he's a Penn State alum, and he's like Penn State's big donor. So this whole stadium project, like all the money they got into this last year, the ability to get out of Franklin's contract, all that stuff, that's that guy. And so I'm like, dang, I might have to pick Buffalo more often because this guy is like propping up my college football team.
Nah, I'm good. I'm excited. I think I've talked to you before. Their stadium is cool. Their new one, because it's not designed to host Super Bowls. I think that's my biggest problem with new NFL stadiums. Is the only reason they build them.
5 Point Vids did a really great video today about prospective NFL. He predicted the next 30 years of NFL Super Bowls and broke down who gets picked more, like their marquee cities, and you factor them in, and then who's getting new stadiums, and you factor them in, and some of those are going to get left out for the life of their stadium. And
the Seahawks will never host one.
No.
Yeah, same with Lambeau. Any outdoor cold, not even cold, not like we're cold weather. Well, I mean we are in February, but not like the don't freaking look at me like that. Dude, people still know.
You don't even know. You don't even know.
People still look at us as Southeast Alaska. Leave me alone, dude. But yeah, no, I don't know. The Vikings, they're a cold weather city that's going to host another Super Bowl because they built a freaking stadium that looks like a basketball arena. And I hate it. I just don't like it. I want to go to Soldier Field before they tear it, or don't use it anymore, because I love football stadiums. And that's one thing that Questfield.
He did it. Put one of them nickels in the jar.
Yeah, I can't even believe I didn't even say CenturyLink Field. That's you know what, Dave McNiner, want to say something really quick? That was my dad's last Seahawks game before he passed away. That was sweet. That was his last Seahawks game. He passed away. What day? So that'd be 9 days after that. So we watched that, and then we went to that game, and then watched the Seahawks beat the Texans, and then next week Joe says the Kingdom.
Yeah,
but no, it's a football stadium. It's not built for Super Bowls, and that's one thing. A lot of these stadiums, I mean, like Minnesota, SoFi Stadium, Vegas, Allegiant Stadium, they're built because they're like, okay, we're going to host Super Bowls here. And we're not. We're going to watch the Seahawks play. That's what that stadium's for. The Seahawks, Supercross, Monster Jam, the Sounders, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift.
Yes.
So, all right.
Yeah.
So, sorry for keeping you. So.
I have not looked at the Perna curse wheel yet. So.
I don't want to.
Oh, that scares me.
I haven't looked at it since the Rams were on it. That's the last time I heard of it. And that was when we beat them on Thursday night. So.
It holds power. I'm
It
fully
does. I swear to gosh, dude. Freaking like every like once every 6 times it works.
Well, I mean, for a while there, he was cranking them out. Like it
Last
was
season,
just
or maybe it was 2 seasons ago, there was one point where I was watching it, and I love that guy, dude. He is so freaking awesome
yeah.
because he's just. I know he makes like different videos and has like writers and stuff, but like he seems like a normal dude that you could like hang out with,
Yeah.
rather than like, some people on YouTube that like, this guy's a douche.
Me. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I think.
All right.
Yeah, good
Sorry to break this up. I got a baby to attend to, and I'm sorry for keeping this is my fault. It's going so long. So,
yeah, good job, everybody.
all right, thanks. Yeah, thanks to everybody in the chat. Thanks to everybody who's watching, who watched, and will watch in the future. We'll see you Tuesday.